Hey guys, what's going on? I have an idea for another video. A few weeks ago I was showing some screenshots from a section of solitary echoes I'm working on right now, namely this chamber right here and the adjacent chamber next door. And a lot of comments I got, or even DMs, were like, what's your method for doing this organic stuff? Do you use the triangle method, and how do you do it, and so on? So I thought to myself, well, that's a great topic for another video, and yeah, let's have a look. Now, as always, I will be using standard Half-Life textures, because that's what many of you are familiar with, and also to show that you can get something really interesting looking out of these very old textures. And I already created a small room, and I want to do some organic alien hive whatever stuff in this corner, and maybe even also on the ceiling. Let's see where this is going. So we're starting off by creating some triangles. Now what you have to think about is the size of the triangles. And it's always like a little trait, because if you do very small triangles, then it will get a very organic look. But of course also you will get lots and lots of faces. So if you plan to do this on a larger scale, like for a huge area or something, then you probably should do a little bigger triangles to save on faces. So what I'm doing right now is I'm copying and pasting some of those and select them all, and let's group them together, copy paste those, and I think you can already see where this is going. I'm gonna be doing like some I always call it like manual displacements, because you know, it basically works like displacements in the source engine, but of course in GoldSrc you have to do it all manually. So now I have this plane right here, which consists of these triangles, and I'm gonna group them together as well, and I'm gonna copy paste this for use later, sort of like a template. Alright, let's look into this. First of all, of course, we need organic texture. I think we can look into the Xenowatt. Where is it?
5 minutes later.
Yeah, let's go with this one. I apply it to all the faces. Alright, there we are. So I'm gonna select everything, and of course I'm gonna head straight into the vertex manipulation. And the first thing I always do is like get this whole structure into a rough shape how I want it to be. So I select these edges, and then I drag it down here into the floor so that the upper edge aligns with the floor right there. And now I'm going to be selecting a lot of edges in the top-down view over here, and I'm going to bring those down as well, like this. So you can already see where this is going, kinda. Now I always can select the edges in the top-down view and manipulate the height. And again, like I said, I want to give this a very rough shape, kinda like a rough idea where I want to be going with this. And let's go a little higher in the corner, like this, maybe even like that. So we basically have like a rough shape already, and of course we need a more organic outline. So to do this, we can again manipulate the corners, the important thing is to like have only flat angles like this right here, and not have any jagged angles like that, because you want to give it like a nice organic curvy look. Let's remove that one. All right. Maybe like this. Another thing is to grab individual corners, like let's grab these 4 and just move those a little down, and then maybe like this one as well, move it down a little, and let's head back here, move that one up. And also I always grab the corners which are on the wall, like here's the wall, so I grab these ones and I move those up a little, maybe these ones a little more down. And so basically you have to try around a little what works for you, but again, like selecting the corners on a wall and moving this up makes it like look like the organic shape is already starting to seep into the wall. And let's do the same thing over here. Let's select only those, and yeah, kind of like that. And I think it's already overall very interesting shape. You have like this small hill over here and some lower parts. And of course you can just do the same. We have copied this, you can do the same for the ceiling, but if you're lazy you can also just go ahead and turn that one around. Like this. Then again, put it onto the ceiling. Like that. And yeah, maybe let's change the outline of the upper one a little to make it more in line with the lower one. Alright, I think this already looks somewhat interesting, but we have another special trick up our sleeves. You see, when you work with GoldSrc and you try to do organic stuff, you can do a little trick with mask textures. So let's go ahead and just create a brush, maybe like this for now. We will see how it looks in the end. And what I did is I made a custom version of that texture I was using for the organic stuff, which looks like this. And let's rotate it so it fits somewhat. And see, something like that. And now what I have to do is I have to fit this to the texture. So we have to cut a little off here, maybe like this, and maybe something like that. See that it goes on grid, and we make an illusionary out of this. With solid render mode. Then we get this sort of creeping tentacles, whatever. And yeah, let's make one around the corner here. Somehow like that maybe. And also, by the way, I know that this tentacles have a slightly cartoonish look. I just made that texture on the fly really quick. So, of course, if you were to use this in a mod or something, you can do a better texture. So now the tricky part is we have to find somewhere, some position where these two faces are somewhat aligning. It's never gonna align in full, but maybe like this. Why not? And let's do a third one. Like this. You have to fiddle around a little to find a place where the textures are aligning. And also with the rotation and everything. But maybe. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, let's make this part of the same entity. And now you already see that it looks like this alien mass, whatever, is steadily growing or branching out and reaching into the room. I will now do the same thing on the ceiling, but I will speed up the video a little because it's basically the same process. Alright, so as you can see, we already have this growing stuff on the floor and on the ceiling. And now for the walls, we have to use a little trick. We're gonna use maybe not all of them, but maybe like this. Let's see how it looks. And the cool thing here is, since these are all triangles, you can just scale them however you want. You're never gonna cause some invalid brushes. And you can basically do whatever you want with it. So again, for the wall, let's give it the basic shape we want. I forgot to group it, but it's not an issue. You can just select them again and group it this time. Alright, so for walls I often use like a basic C shape like this. And yeah, make sure that the outer edges disappear into the wall like that. And yeah, then you're good to go. Alright, so Now what we can do is we add these tentacles also to the walls. So again, let's create a brush. Maybe like this. Let's try to find position that fits. That looks good. And of course on the other side as well. Okay, so let's remove the no-draw texture. As you can see, I mean, yeah, the tentacles look very cartoony in a way because they are so round, but you can see it looks somewhat organic, and yeah, it looks like something that has grown in this corner, I think. So now I want to make it a little creepy for the player to enter this area. So I want to create something that grows like in here. And for this I need content water texture. And I will just create 2 brushes. Somewhat like this. And then I want to create a V shape. Maybe like this, and on the other side like that. A little more at the back. Looks about right. And now we have to find a fitting texture. That's not right. Just a second, please. We'll be right back. All right. So I look for the mask textures, and I had this one in mind. So let's try it out. I think I have to scale that down. And of course we'll make an illusionary out of this. Yeah, that's getting in the right direction. Maybe tuck it a little more into that corner over here. Because I want to do layers. And the cool thing is, by using the content water texture, this texture will be projected onto the backside of this face as well. So no need to take care of that manually. All right. Let's do that again, but more in the front. That looks all right. Yeah, should look fine. And I also added a little crate right here, which it's just a crate and a brush like this on top. It's an illusionary, and of course it has content water on the bottom and a mask texture on the upper faces. Looks like this. And yeah, I'd say let's check out in-game what we have so far. Alright, there's our corner, and I gotta say I'm not a huge fan of the masked illusionary brushes here, because I think they're too flat. So yeah, maybe if you can afford it in your map, you should also use triangles here and try to give it a more curved structure. I do like the box though. I think that looks just fine. Very interesting. You could make it a breakable and have some ammunition in there or something, whatever. Why not? You could place the box in the back right here and lure the player into a barnacle or something. Whatever you like. Speaking of barnacles, of course this would be a great place to place that enemy. So if you want to do this, it's very easy to do. Just have to settle for a place. Let's say I want it here. Then I just have to create an even area. So now we have this place over here which should be completely flat, and of course this is where we can place our barnacle. Looking good. Oh yeah, and of course don't forget to add Zen hair and Zen lights and whatever those guys are called. I think Zen spores or something. And of course this is a great place to hide nasty little headcrab that jumps you into face when you want to loot that crate or something. Yeah, again, not a huge fan of this flat wall here, but other than that I really like how it looks. And I will show some other examples now where I used it in my mod Solitary Echoes, but it's basically exactly the same technique. And yeah, I hope you found that interesting, and thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.